It's about to start. It's about to start. Get hyped, boys. And there we go. Welcome everyone to the first game in the best of 5 series between Dogao and Vivi. And now the flags are wrong. Of course they are. Just give me a second. Well, Vivi happens to be Chinese, so all we have to do is change Dogao's flag to be Brazilian. There we go. Easy peasy. Done. Fixed. So, yep. We're gonna start this time with Chinese versus Hans. This is Bulgaria, and in this balance patch, ships are a lot less powerful, a lot weaker against land units. So it's not going to be like the other series that we were watching. So yeah, don't worry about it. Let's see. For China and Hans, we're gonna go through the civilization bonuses. For Hans, who is over here in the northeast, for Vivi, they get to build no houses, but they start with minus 100 wood. We had a little bit of a pause over there. Yeah, they start with minus 100 wood. They also can train cavalry archers 10 and 20% cheaper in Castle and Imperial Age respectively, and also the trebuchets are a little bit better as they get 50% accuracy rather than 15, which is the norm for the rest of the civilizations. Vivi's map is looking quite good. We can spot already a back gold, we can spot a back stone over there as well. And if we take a look over here, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4 wood lines, 4 stone and 4 gold. He's gonna be scouting with the sheep already. He has a pretty good idea of what his map looks like. He already knows about 2 goats. He doesn't know about this back stone, but he is gonna realize when he goes on to all these areas. He has a very wallable map. For Dogao, on the other hand, who is playing Chinese are going to start with 3 extra villages, but minus food and a little bit less wood as well. Other than that, the technologies are 10, 15 and 20% cheaper in Feudal Castle and Imperial Age respectively. TC can support 10 population rather than 5. It's got extra line of sight as well. And there is a very important bonus for Chinese in this map, and that is the demolition ships get plus 50% of HP. So demo rafts, I believe, starting from demo rafts, demolition ships and heavy demolition ships are going to be fantastic here. Let me take a look at something. We're going to change the health bars to be green. There we go, because blue is not so readable on top of the water. Yeah, also the team bonus for them is that they get plus 45 food from the get-go in the farms. That is quite something. Build order is going quite alright for Dogao at this point with 19 population, 1 extra villager when compared to Vivi. And Vivi, on the other hand, already took the elephants, gonna go into the ships right now, or the goats rather. Gonna start taking the rhino. And the sound effects. So yeah, give me a moment now. We're gonna take a look at the map for Dogao, which we did not do. We got a back gold, we have a forward stone, 4 gold over there. We have a side stone over here, but we only have 2 wood lines, and it's quite open here in the northeast. It's quite open on the east and on the left hand side as well. It's definitely not looking as promising as Vivi's map. Vivi can wall, and he knows this. He's going to go for the walls right away. But take a look at this. That villager does not have loom. Dogao does not have the line of sight over here to spot the villager, unfortunately, although he's going to go over there now. Let's see. He's not going to spot the villager. That is unfortunate. He could have gotten the bill, for sure. But yeah, he's gonna be chilling over here, scouting what Vivi's base looks like. And Vivi's not going for the walls over here just yet. Seems like he's going to war with a single villager. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, going for the walls right now. Vivi is going to be quite safe. Dogao is going for the walls as well. His map is not so good for this, but he's gonna have to give it a shot. He cannot really play this open, especially when playing against Hans. But anyway, we are going for stables already for Dogao. We are going for stables as well for Vivi. We're gonna see scouts getting queued up for both players. We're gonna see also spearmen getting queued up for both players. Vivi with a little bit of the upper hand in terms of production for the spearmen. Things are looking a little bit better for him. For Dogao right now, for the scout production, he is turning those a little bit faster, or sooner rather. But yeah, in foliage is not going to be such a huge difference. The farms from Chinese are going to make a good eco advantage for them in terms of wood, but so is the Hans bonus of not having to build houses, although that usually kicks off a little bit later, starting in late Castle Age and Imperial Age. But yeah, let's see. And I want to take a look at what Vivi is going to do instead. He's going to ungarrison the scouts, but he's taking an awful trade over here. He's going to lose one scout for free. Now, he still has 3 left over there and also the spearman, so he might be able to... yeah, to still take a favorable trade. And now he does have the HP advantage, but the numbers are looking so good for Dogao right now. Also with 2 spearmen over there, things are not looking very good for our Brazilian player. Another scout coming out, but the numbers are already quite good for Dogao actually. Our yeah, not looking good for our Chinese players, sorry. Still kind of drowsy. Just woke up to cast this, so give me a break. The gate's been locked. What is the resource count right now looking like for both players? Looking quite good for Dogao in terms of food. Playing Chinese, of course. Pretty good. Not gonna be able to break through Dogao's walls with these scouts though. Not with the villagers over there. All that Dogao has to do right now is only go for a couple of houses behind the walls. But yeah, the game is going to be a little bit stale until Castle Age, so let's take a look instead at what... that is not bad. But more spearmen, oh, that is sloppy! More spearmen are coming over here. Now the HP pool is looking very good for Vivi. Hello, Napoleon and Al Games. How are you doing, guys? Welcome. Have you seen any of the games for the MSC Cup? I saw some of them yesterday and it's looking quite good. It's looking a lot different than what it was last week. Now with the new balance patch, land units are all of a sudden viable. So we see a lot more variety of units over here. Vivi's gonna go for the first dock. And I think we don't have docks yet from Dogao, right? Let me take a look over here. No, we don't. He's going to reinforce this, no problem. He doesn't even need to. He can only repair. That is good. That is good. HP is still looking better for Vivi right now, but we're gonna have a spearman here from Dogao, so that's going to be good for pushing the scouts away. And yeah, no one's really gonna manage to bust the walls open for the other players. We're gonna see Blacksmith coming up for Vivi. Gonna look forward to go up to Castle H. He already has the resources, only needs the buildings, and there we go. Castle H coming up for Vivi, Castle H coming up for Dogao. It's going to be there a little bit sooner for the Brazilian player. You like it? Alright, that's great, that's great. I'm quite hyped as well. Vivi and Dogao are very good, and after this we're gonna have what is it, Hera versus Tato. That is going to be quite promising as well. But what happened over here? How did the scouts get in? I'm not really sure. This should not be open. Well, Dogao is going to lose all those scouts. I don't think he has managed to get a villager yet. He might be able to get one over here, although these villagers are full HP. Those scouts are pretty weak now. Yeah, not gonna be able to do anything. Probably just being annoying. Ah, it seems like it was open over here. And Vivi went for the palisade that he was missing. Still though, a couple extra villagers already for someone? No, that is not the case. Actually, Vivi going up with the same amount of villagers, he probably went for wheelbarrow as they get 10% cheaper technologies. No, actually Hans don't, but he probably went for wheelbarrow, yeah. That villager is already taking 13 food. Dogao on the other hand. Also with wheelbarrow, I'm not really sure what happened over here. The Chinese player should be one villager ahead, at least. Okay, this is looking quite even. Maybe we miss a couple of villager snipes. Maybe? I don't know. But there we go, both players in Castle H. Dogao went straight for the TCs, and yeah, he's gonna have the third TC up. Second TC is already up. That is good, second TC coming up for Vivi. Villager count's gonna start skyrocketing for Dogao, so Vivi is gonna be hard pressed to do damage. Couple of cavalry units already, but the demolition ships. War Galley has been researched already, and that knight's probably gonna take the demo on its own. And yeah, that is not an effective demo. But we have a couple more over here, and he has been able to sneak through, and let's see, oh, the TC is going to go up just in time. Demo for demo, we're gonna see a lot of bad moves in this game, probably in all 5 games. Shall we get up to 5 games, of course. Third TC coming up for Vivi, but already the villager count is 3 higher for Dogao. It's probably going to extend a little bit more if he managed to keep all three TCs running, which does not seem to be the case. But the demos are pretty meta here. Chinese though, getting Chukonu and getting Arbalest. I heard Mem say yesterday that range units, Arbalests, are very good against boats in this balance patch, so we're gonna have to wait and see. But Chinese are going to have the chance to go for that. Hans not so much. They can go for the cavalry archers, but it's still not ideal, I think. At least not when you compare them to Chukonu and Arbalest. I think they shoot a little bit faster. But anyway, military count now looking quite dominating for Dogao, who is also still 6 villagers ahead, so he has been able to extend the villager advantage. And we are gonna see more demolition rafts going forward, but no demo ships for the Han player just yet. He has not gone for War Galley. So demos are going to be a lot more powerful for the blue player, but that is a good shot still. Very weak knights over there. And yeah, that fire ship is going to go down super fast. Taking a look over here, the engagement should be going in favor of Vivi, as we have 2 demolition ships over there and also a bunch of pikemen. That's good. So many of those cavalry units are kind of weak, but still the HP pool is significantly favorable for Dogao. And there we go. So that is something that was being discussed yesterday. Vivi is going right now for a lot of demos, and some people were complaining that only the player who goes for the most demos is going to win, but so far it's been 3 demolition ships and not a lot of units going down. And with some good micro, you actually can force the other player to get quite unfavorable trades. Demolition ships are not very cheap. And yeah, we're gonna see right now, because Vivi is the one going heavily into demos, and he is the one who is behind the most. He's behind by 8 villagers already. He's really failing to do damage with the demos. Yeah, this is not good at all. That is a lot of resources going down the drain for the blue player. Now both on 3 TCs. Villager count 7 higher still for Dogao, so he's gonna be able. Yeah. This is just textbook for this meta, for this balance patch. This is just fantastic. Dogao has forced Vivi into going for like 8 to 10 demolition ships already, and he has lost like what, 6 knights tops. Now both players with demolition ships, and it's going to be 1 for 1, I feel like. Let's see. Villager advantage is consistently 7 for... that is good. Consistently 7 for Dogao. Yeah, those demos are not doing a whole lot to those knights. They are a lot more effective against pikemen though, because of the low HP. Ram going over here, good demo shot, actually pretty good. That was not very good for Dogao. Monastery not gonna go up, and this is getting kind of bugged. But there you go, I think that was probably the hit advantage, dealing extra damage. Oh, that is a good demo shot though. The castle is not getting denied, but there is a bunch of villagers going down. Dogao still with extra villagers at this point. 6 extra villagers, down from probably 10, 12. But yeah, demos left and right for both players, and most of the action is happening here in the middle. That is good, that is good. Now that the ram is going to go down to the castle probably. Unless it can get away, it seems like it's going to get away. Yeah, it's going to get away, but it's alright. Only 12 HP. There we go, it goes down. The other ram is going to go down as well, and we have a mess of a fight over there. A lot of demolition ships, a lot of other types of units. Things are looking pretty good for Dogao right now. Things have been looking pretty good for him for a good while already. The Chukonus. Chukonus doing fantastic over here. Take a look at this. Taking the fire ships like it's nothing. Taking the demo shot. And we're gonna see fire ships and demolition ships coming up for Vivi, who is trying to go heavily into water units. So you're going to solve once and for all if land units or boats are the way to go in this meta. And yeah, so far we're gonna see mangonel coming out. Alright, interesting. The demo shot kind of underwhelming for Vivi. Villager count still 13 higher for Dogao. Shots are not very good, and the castle, I'm not really sure if it's going to go up. So we have 3 dogs over here from which Vivi can train boats for sure. But that castle is pretty unprotected here. He's trying to tank this, and I'm not really sure about that. I think he's going to lose a lot of villagers. Although he's really trying to divert some attention using the fire ships over there. But it seems like the castle is actually going to go up 91%. Not really sure what happened over there, but yeah, it's going to go up. There we go. But at this point, we have 17 extra villagers for the red player. That castle is going to be good, but we have another castle from Dogao coming up over there, so it's going to be 2 castles on the hill, 1 for each player. And right now you can see that both players are really struggling to keep up with everything. Imperial Age on the way for both players, but there's not really a whole lot of map control. The gold over here has not been taken. The gold over here has not been scouted even, I think. Yeah. Dogao is going to start scouting a little bit more now, and he's going to find the relics, the golds over there. He knows about the Underwood lines. Vivi, on the other hand, not so much. He's been tunneling a little bit too hard here in the middle fight. Both castles are going to put an end though to... yeah, are going to put an end to the middle fight. So this might be a chance, and that is exactly what Vivi is going to do. This might be a chance for both players to chill a little bit and start scouting around. And we are going to see some more map control now from both players. Still though, castle up from Vivi over here is going to be great for defense. There we go, Imperial Age has been reached by Vivi, who is going to go instantly into the trebuchets. Trebuchets are alright here. I'm not really sure who has the hit advantage, but it's going to be kind of tricky now to see if Dogao goes for a bunch of demolition ships, heavy demos even. He might be able probably to debate the fire of the castle with a boat and then snipe the trebuchets with the demos. That is something that we have seen a lot of, and yeah, we might see a little bit more of. Over here, Dogao taking a favorable trade. Over here, getting pushed away by fire ships. And let's see. Already the trebuchet behind the castle, pretty safe. The castle already on fire, and we have only 1 trebuchet coming out for the red player, and Dogao is gonna have troubles now. I don't think the light cavalry can really tank the castle very well. And taking a look at over here, Vivi is gonna go for extra TCs. So he's gonna be expecting some sort of raiding units, and he wants to be very well protected. And that's going to work. But now he has a chance to go for the raiding himself, as Dogao does not have extra TCs. Of course, Vivi does not know this, but if he doesn't try, he will never know. Anyway, trebuchet over here from Vivi going down. We have 2 trebuchets still up for the blue player. But Dogao raiding a little bit over here. And those knights at this point in time already have the +1, but still not the +2. Because we don't have ballistics, Dogao's Vivi's castle is not very effective, but Vivi is going to call the GG as he is really struggling here in the middle, and ultimately the castle going down, defense is going down, and that is going to leave him pretty exposed to the amazing army from Dogao. So that is going to be the first game going in favor of the Brazilian player. So we're going to update the scores to reflect just that. And there we go, 1-0 in favor of Dogao. And let's take a look at the achievements real quick. So, military scores. KD, very good for Dogao. Second game is going to start soon, but don't worry, we're going to catch it. Food, wood, stone, and gold collected higher for Dogao. As well, fuel age faster for Vivi, but castle age faster for Dogao. He's been doing a lot of damage in castle age. There we go. There's the timeline. Ever since castle age, Dogao taking a little bit of a lead and solidifying that in Imperial Age even further. So quite interesting. There we go. Vivi was going heavily into demolition ships, and that did not win him the game, which is not what a lot of people have been saying. So we're gonna go back and wait for the second game to start. Alright, let me bring capture age up. And there we go. Welcome everyone to the second game of the best of 5 series between Vivi and Dogao. This time around it's going to be Black Forest. So as the name suggests, it's going to be a Black Forest kind of game. Both players are going to get instantly forward to try and wall this. Interesting. Let's see. Oh, I'm not really sure about this. The HP pool is looking slightly better for Vivi right now. I'm not really sure about this. Vivi is taking a very good engagement over there. Dogao is going to lose a villager for sure. Oh, this is so good. This is already one villager. Oh, let's see over there. That is fantastic. Dogao is going to fall behind now. And Vivi, take a look at this. Vivi is actually going to wall Dogao's villager inside his base. So that villager is pretty doomed right now. He's got the help of the Jaguar now as well. Come on, Vivi, don't sacrifice this villager. That is good. He lost the scout. He cannot lose the villager. Come on. He doesn't even need to bring the villager over. What? Oh. Okay. He's gonna try to get the tiger, not the jaguar, the tiger, so that he doesn't. Yeah, the tiger is going to go after this villager. Oh, Vivi, Gaia, man, no! Almost missing a villager over there. That was quite a hectic start. But yeah, things are looking very, very good for Vivi. Already 3 villagers ahead. Because Black Forest is a very close map, you can expect both players to go full boom and only start engaging in Imperial Age probably. But Dogao is in such a bad position, even though the score is quite even for both players. Dogao is in such a bad position that I'm not really sure if he's gonna try to go for some sort of early aggression. So far, so good for Vivi. So yeah, we were talking about the unfair map generation that can happen at times with Black Forest. And let's take a look at the map right now. We have a secondary stone and the main stone accessible for Vivi. Over here we have the forward gold, back secondary gold, that is 2 golds and 2 stones so far for him. And there's a third gold over here, but it's blocked. So this is not really unfair map generation, it's rather bugged map. For Dogao on the other hand, secondary gold is forward and is also part of Vivi's walling. So he's gonna be on the main gold over here. Main stone, where's the secondary stone for him? Where is it? I can't, oh, it's bugged? Yeah, the map's not very good. Not very good for competitive play. Second stone bugged for Dogao. Second gold, unlucky generation. Because Vivi can't come over here and he can finish the walls and prevent Dogao from taking any of that. We do have a neutral gold over there for Dogao though. That might be good potentially. And we have another gold over here. So alright, things are not looking bad for him. He does have 3 golds in any case. And the situation for Vivi is not like that. He has 2 only. The other one is forward and is, yeah, not very safe to take from. And then there is another one over here that it's barely visible. The neutral one that he's not gonna have access to. So yeah, very inconsistent map generation for sure. I do agree with the players and with Mem with that, but I'm not really sure. Smoomy, man, welcome. You haven't watched in a few years. Well, this is probably not the right one, the right tournament to try and see what the meta is right now, because this is a very special tournament featuring mangrove style of maps, which feature this amphibious terrain that you can use boats on, you can use land units on, you can use houses as well. I'm not really sure if the last time that you watched, if you were already familiar with this terrain. I think it's been around since 2017, maybe 2017, with the Rise of the Rajas expansion. But yeah, this is not usually the kind of maps that people play. Although, if you want to check Vuli Official's YouTube channel, you're gonna find a lot of relatively new games We are catching up in the games that we still have to upload, but we have, yeah, very recent games from 2 months ago, going down to 1 month ago. We're going to catch up with the due videos very soon. Why don't you use pussy wood? The wood looks horrible. I have a mod, but it doesn't have this. It doesn't have small trees for this one. I'm gonna try to get pussy wood after this. Well, the population advantage has extended to 4 extra villagers for Vivi now. Oh, and because this wall is his, he can go forward and start laming. What is this? Yeah, alright, yeah, this is not very meta, so don't expect that, but it's still going to be very entertaining, and people are still trying to figure out what the best way to play these maps is like. Full HP villagers over here for both players, and oh, the tiger! Unlucky Gaia. PLH coming up for both players with a very solid villager count. Dogao is going to go up a little bit faster though. Oh, and Dog coming up. This is actually very good. Boats can be insanely annoying. If you go for a couple of demolition rafts in PLH, you can get all 3 villagers potentially with a single shot. If you go for the lumberjacks, that can be so devastating to Dogao's eco. So Dogao knows there is a villager inside his base. I'm not really sure if he's gonna try to wall himself or what. But yeah, blacksmith coming up for the red player. Gonna try to go for the market as well, so this is going to be fast castle for sure. And we have 1 dog, 2 dogs, second dog coming up for Vivi. He is about to hit PLH, so I guess that he's gonna try to go for Castle H as well. He almost has the resources, so he's going to go for the market. He needs to go for blacksmith maybe. He's not going for... No, wait a moment. Oh, there we go. Blacksmith coming up. But alright, man. Smoomy. If you have never seen this map, you're in for a treat, because you're gonna start seeing demolition rafts landing on villagers, which is going to be quite something. You're going to have a lot of fun watching this. But yeah, Vivi going out to Castle H, Dogao going out to Castle H as well with 5 less villagers. Actually, the count over here is also villagers and fishing ships. House is coming up for Vivi. He's probably, if he walls this, then he's going to deny the goal access to Dogao, but I'm not really sure if he knows about this. He knows, actually, yeah, the map is already scouted for both players, and oh, let's take a look at this. Alright, Dogao knows, GG! He's calling it GG. I thought he was at least gonna try to wall his villagers, but that's it. He's just 1 demolition ship or 1 demolition raft inside his base. He doesn't have any units to counter that with. And that's it, insta GG. The awful start for Dogao just costed him the game. Not being able to go for the walls here means that Vivi was able to sneak villagers inside, and Dogao should have tried to go for his own walls behind Vivi's walls a lot sooner. That is questionable decision making, but yeah, that is going to be the equalizer. So now the score is 1-1. We're gonna take a look at the scores, actually the achievements. And there we go, KD 2-1. Dogao actually losing another villager to the tiger. But that's about it. Eco was better for Vivi, and yeah, just dominating. Very good game. Let's go back now. And there we go. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the 3rd game of the series between Oops, the third game of the series between Vivi and Dogao. And this map is Sanderbands, actually. So, alright. Let's take a look at the civilizations. We're gonna take a look at the map afterwards. Right now, the red player, Dogao, playing on the right-hand side, Vivi playing on the left-hand side, and it's going to be Malians versus Japanese. Interesting. So Malians, they get +1 pierce armor in barrack units per age, starting in Feudal Age. So in Imperial Age, a champion, let's say, they get +3 bonus pierce armor. So that is on top of plate mail armor. Other than that, they get the buildings cost -15% wood for them, so they save a little bit over there. And what else? I think the last one is that they get free gold mining, so they mine gold a little bit faster from Fuel Age for free. Don't have to research that. Finally, university researches are 80% faster for them as well. And let's take a look at Dogao civilization. He's going to be playing Japanese. Japanese getting 33% faster attacking infantry units starting from Fuel Age. They get also 50% cheaper drop-off buildings, so lumber camps, mills, and mining camps are going to be costing only 50 wood, which is a nice eco bonus, so to speak. And finally, they get 5, 10, 15, and 20% faster working fission ships, which, by the way, get twice the HP and +2 pierce armor. So if they go for fission ships, that is going to be fantastic. They are not going to be sniped so easily by fire galleys as is usually the case. But yeah, taking a look at the map, as you can see, this is kind of like an acropolis, but with amphibious terrain here. The shallows around the mountain or the elevation. And yeah, it's like Team Acropolis, but both players start on top of the hill. This great terrain does not allow for building. And taking a look at the map generation, we can see that the main gold and the secondary gold for Dogao are in the south. In the northeast, we have another gold over there for him. And then we have 2 stones, one in the northwest and the other one in the southeast. For Vivi, on the other hand, 2 golds in the north. He does have a back gold, which is something that Dogao does not have so easily. He does have one over here, but it's far away. So yeah, Vivi's base is quite good over here. Back stone, the main stone is in the south. Berries are forward for him, for Dogao there on the back. So let's see, right now, scouting information, quite good. Taking a look at... Oh, Dogao is trying to lane the villager, but he's probably going to lose the scout instead. Almost losing it. Vivi is not going to lose the villager. But yeah, that was very, very risky. A very Monka-esque move. Now... Vivi also with very, very low HP. Both players looking quite bad with the scout HP so far. Let's take a look at the... Wait, what? Hold on a moment, I did install small trees. Am I the only one who sees it like this? Hey, I did install small trees. I'm not really sure why it's not working. That is not good. Small trees, yeah. I'm not really sure why this is happening. But well, whatever. We're gonna try to restart Booley afterwards. Probably that's gonna help. Anyway, Loom coming up for Vivi, which means that he's gonna be going up to Fuel Age. And for Dogao, on the other hand, not yet. He's gonna go for 2 extra villagers. So he might be trying to go straight into archers. I'm not really sure. He might be trying to go for fast castles. So far he's got 3 fishing ships over there. Keep in mind, Japanese fishing ships, they work faster, they are tankier, they are overall very, very good. But yeah, Vivi is already going to Fuel Age. You would think that because going up to Field H sooner, he would be able to get a couple of fire ships out or fire galleys out and then go forward and try to aggro Dogao's fishing ships. But just because of how tanky these units are, take a look at this. That is 120 HP with 6 pierce armor, only 4 pierce armor and 60 HP for any other fishing ship. If Vivi goes forward with a couple of fire galleys, he's still not going to be able to get a single fishing ship here from Dogao, and the reason is that at the moment Dogao hits Fuel H, probably Vivi's units are just about to start hitting this area, and it actually takes longer for a fire galley to take down a Japanese fishing ship than it takes for a fire galley to be trained over here. So Dogao is gonna have plenty of time to react and to defend. But there we go, Vivi's already up in Fuel H. He's going to go for men-at-arms. Dogao's trying to wall over here. He's not going to be able to wall this on time, I think. The walls are going to get denied, and that scout is very low HP, but we have the militia soon. And those are about to become men-at-arms. That villager is not going to go down for sure. But there we go, Vivi. With Malians, he's going to get +1 pierce armor, so it's alright. Taking a look over here, I think Dogao is going to build a house regardless. That is going to prevent a potential third man-at-arm from Vivi from hitting the wood line over here, but this is still open, so I'm not really sure about this. Anyway, that is one villager going down for the red player, who is now one villager behind. Double bit axe coming up for Dogao as well. Not going to be able to do a whole lot with the men-at-arms as they are right here. But there we go, the house is coming up. So the men-at-arms are not going to be able to go over here, at least not easily. Vivi is going to have to bring the man-at-arm around, but he's going to go forward with an archer range. So super aggro. Taking a look over here, Vivi is going for the fire, but wait a moment. Dogao's reacting a little bit too late. He was focusing 100% on land. And that means that he is going to fall behind. Yeah, on the water. So he might lose a fishing ship. Now, take a look at that. They are so tanky, and we are gonna have a fire galley coming out for red very soon. This got cleaned up. I think Dogao has lost a villager, another villager, to the men-at-arms over there. But yeah, no more blue units for Vivi inside, right? We have a couple more men-at-arms, and that is actually very good. Let's take a look at the field of view or the line of sight for Dogao. He does not know. He doesn't know. Interesting situation. So he's going to be pushed away from this wood line. It's not a huge deal though, because he has a lot of wood to choose from. Over here, over here, over here as well. Another one over here. But yeah, it seems like Vivi is taking very good engagements over there. At the very least, he's keeping all 4 fishing ships from Dogao idled. So Dogao might be able to save those units, but he's not going to be using them for work anytime soon. And he's realized about the tower just in time as this one was about to go up at 82%. Yeah, very unfortunate. Still though, was not going to make a huge difference. Let's see. The war battle going on over there. Dogao starting to take the fishing ships from Vivi, and Vivi does not have tanky fishing ships, and this one is going to go down for sure. Villager count now still 4 higher for the blue player, but that is going to go down to only 3. There we go. Yeah, this is the merry-go-round with the fishing ships. 1 for 1 over there still though. Vivi has a fishing ship garrison inside there. And over here we can see on the land we have a engagement with the skirmishers, with the archers. Actually, it's not going to be so much of an engagement, as Vivi's not going to want to actually engage that. He's going to want to disengage. Numbers though are still looking quite solid. And hello Vivi fan. Are you rooting for Vivi here? He's playing quite alright. He might be able to get a fishing ship down, maybe. He's got 2 fire galleys. And back here on land, he was able to get 2 villagers from Dogao. And let's take a look over here. Yeah, there's a lot of idle villagers as well. That's a villager that's gonna go down for sure. That was a misclick, but it's alright. He's still gonna manage to get the villager. That is 1, 2 villagers going down, 3 potentially. No! The guy was gonna save that. But that villager is going to go down as well, right? Yes? And that is a lot of hits for the skirmisher to go down. But yeah, Vivi is not going to be paying attention forward because he is getting aggroed over here by Dogao's units. But we have 2 Minotaurs and a bunch of villagers going idle for the blue player. And now with that scout really needs to not take an engagement against the Minotaurs because yeah, they attack so fast. And also the skirmishers over there are doing a lot of damage. But yeah, many archers went down to skirmishers over here. For Vivi still not paying attention, but at the very least he's going to be able to deny some resources. Those 2 skirmishers might actually clear this up. No, not going to be enough. Vivi is still going to be annoying over there. He's been getting a lot of villagers from Dogao left and right. Now the fire galley here trying to take an engagement against this, but the HP pool is looking fantastic for red. So that is going to be... yeah, Vivi going away. Scouts are good though, and with the 25% more damage by being uphill, yeah, this one unit is going to clear up a couple skirmishers, but he's not paying attention over here though. He's going to lose 1 scout for sure. Taking a look over here once again, only 3 archers remaining, but take a look at the resources. Vivi with 300 food isn't a lot, but the position now, the eco is so much larger for him as well. Total population almost 50% larger for him, but 50 villagers between villagers and fishing ships to 37, 6 of which are idle for Dogao. And over here, things are looking quite similar. Actually, HP pool is favoring Dogao. But yeah, there we go. GG is gonna be called. He notices the archers going forward and he doesn't have anything to defend with. He has a single tower over here. He doesn't have enough resources to go for a second tower. He's pretty open over there, so he was gonna start losing the villagers here. Yeah. He's just calling it. Losing the skirmishers. There was nothing particularly outstanding happening for him to call it, but the game was pretty solid for Vivi all around. So let's take a look at the scores. We are going to update this, and this is second victory for Vivi. There we go. Now we're going to take a look at the achievements. And there we go. KV, very good for Vivi. And many of those extra units that he managed to snipe were villagers as well. Villagers or fishing ships, so it's quite good. Wood and food collection, stone collection, gold collection, all the eco going in favor of Vivi so far. Map Explorer the same for both. Fuel H a little bit faster for Vivi. Very aggressive move, very aggressive playstyle, and he's going to get the game 100%. And there we go. Welcome everyone to the fourth game in the best of 5, and this is indeed Nomad. Alright, so best of 5 between Dogao and Vivi for the game, with a scoreboard of 2-1 in favor of the Chinese player right now. And actually we're gonna see Italians and Malaya civilizations. We're not gonna see Chinese from the Chinese player. Interesting. Well, the TC is going to go up a lot faster for Dogao right now, as he's on 4 villagers building it. Almost 50% already, 30% only for Vivi, so he's probably gonna fall behind the villager count by 1, probably. Both players are already getting a lot of buffaloes. Oh, and they are starting with 13 villagers, so it's not relevant for them to go for Chinese this time around. Alright. So Bog Nomad, start with extra villagers. And take a look at this, guys. You can see the buffaloes. This is the combined line of sight for both players. they have explored pretty much the entire map already. If we take a look at Dogao's point of view specifically, he's scouted almost his half. For Vivi, on the other hand, he's scouted his own half as well. They're gonna start to lose buffaloes to other players' units. But that is what you want. You want to lose a buffalo and you want to locate your opponent. And because there are so many shorefish here, I'm kind of surprised that we didn't see... Oh, these are turtle boxes. We could have seen probably Indians here because of the 15% faster working fishermen that also carry 15 plus food. But yeah, eco is going to be boosted this game for sure. We have a lot of buffaloes over there for Vivi. We have a lot of buffaloes over here for Dogao as well. Usually you don't see players using those as much. They usually go for fish and chips instead. And yeah, the dog is awful. There's like zero food over here. Oh my god, look at that. Look at the trip. Look at the trip for the fish and chips for Dogao. That is so inefficient. Vivi on the other hand, super tidy here, very neat. Fish and chips over there. But yeah, talking about the civilizations, Dogao getting Italians, they get 15% cheaper ships. They also is 15% cheaper for them to go up ages, and they get 50% cheaper dog technology, so that's going to be very relevant in Fuel Age onwards. Other than that, they get also 20% cheaper gunpowder units. For whatever that's worth. And yeah, alright, they're gonna be taking the buffaloes now. The guy's gonna go for heresy, for Loom already, so he's gonna be looking forward to go up to PLH. We have a couple of gold miners for Vivi, but not for Dogao. And yeah, let's talk about Malay. On the other hand, they get 80% faster age research time. So take a look at this. Vivi clicking up to Fuel Age 3 seconds sooner than Dogao is going to be there like almost a full minute sooner. Other than that, they get 30% cheaper elephants, which I'm not sure if it's going to be very relevant over here. The meta for this kind of maps and with this balance patch is not well established, but we might get surprised. And finally, what is the other one? Oh yeah, fish and chips for Malay. You can build fish traps that cost 33% cheaper, and they provide unlimited food. So if you can secure a nice patch for your fish traps, that could be pretty good. TC location, we have 1 gold over here for Dogao, starting to take gold now. We have 2 wool lines, and that's about it. We have a stone on the back as well over there. We have another one over here and some gold over there. I think he didn't scout this, although he might have scouted. Yeah, okay, he knows. For Vivi on the other hand, a single wool line, not looking good, but he's got the gold very close to the TC. He's got the stone here on the back. And I'm not really sure about this. I'm liking Dogao's position a lot better because he's a lot closer to the edge of the map. He cannot get surrounded. He cannot get raided so easily. And he's already going for the walls. This is perfect. He is taking full advantage of his map. And Dogao is going to be completely walled with access to a lot of resources. While Vivi on the other hand is super open. And I'm not liking this. If he had the TC up here, probably say here, somewhere around here, he would be able to wall this, although it's still not so easy wall as it is for Dogao. But yeah, he would have access to a lot more resources. Over here we already have a fire galley from Vivi aggroing the fish and chips. That one is going to get saved, and this one is going to get pushed away. Misclick, taking the buffalo. Oh, don't be mean, man. Peta. Someone called Peta. The gal's kind of housed right now, and he's going for the house with a single villager and very late. He's going to be housed for a good while already. 2 houses coming up. This is not good. He's been housed for like 25 seconds already. He's gonna fall behind. He's already 2 villagers behind. And also 2 eco units idle as well. Demo for Fish and Ship, that is quite good for Vivi at this point. Another demo coming up over there, and that is a good split from Dogao. Not so good, but the demo shot was not as good as it could have been. And yeah, this is not good. This is not good. Vivi is probably gonna lose a villager over there. Maybe. But let's see. Let's see. You never know. If he tries to use a villager to repair that fishing ship or that fire galley, sorry, he might be able to take a good trade over there. But no, that was sloppy. The pathing kind of betraying him over there. Villager is going to go down for sure, and that is underwhelming demo shot. But still the advantage is there. 3 extra villagers for Vivi. Dogao only needs to finish the walls over here, and he certainly has the wood. 500 wood. He's gonna go for another dock. The military numbers are looking exactly the same for both players, but the military presence is a lot better for Dogao over here, as he has all 4 units, 5 units together. Vivi is gonna have his 5 units over here, but if we take a look over here, and we add these units. Take a look at the HP pool. Looking significantly better for Dogao, more so now that he is repairing the fire ships or the fire galleys with the villager. Alright, Vivi is gonna do the same. And this is an aspiring monk. Repairing everything. Oh, a galley, man. I'm not really sure about that decision. The galley is probably gonna go instantly down to fire galleys. But we have a lot of water units and not so many land units at this point. The military numbers though looking very good for Dogao. 7 to 5 HP pool. Okay, 8 to 7 HP pool. Similar for both players, but we have the demo. Oh, there was another one-man shot. He could have gotten a fantastic shot over here, but still. HP pool looking very, very good for Vivi at this point. He's gonna have to scatter his units around a little bit. He's going to lose 1 fire galley to 1 demolition raft. But overall, taking a quite solid trade over there. He's gonna be left with more units, and now if he can repair those, yeah, he's gonna be chilling. He's gonna be chilling. Dogao, on the other hand, numbers are not looking that good anymore. 3 military units, and he's 5 villagers behind already. Station ships working overtime, and this is the moment for Vivi to push. He is ahead by 300 score points. He is on 2 dogs as well, and the Malay dogs as well. It's worth noting. In Castle Age, if you go for Thalassocracy, which is the castle unique technology for Malay, these docks turn into harbors, and harbors can shoot arrows. They have 10 range if I'm not mistaken. They're pretty much like like water towers. That was alright, that was alright. That was good. Vivi forced the demo over there, the demo shot, and it was not good. You gotta admit, it was not good. He's probably gonna lose this. Yeah, he cannot do this. He's throwing a little bit his advantage. He needs to go back. That was a fantastic demo pick over there. So overall, Vivi doing fantastic. He does have the numbers advantage over here. He can use the villager to repair. He's going up to Castle Age, getting fletching, and playing Malay means that he's going out to Castle Age. In turbo mode, Dogao's gonna click out to Castle Age, but take a look at that. That is 1 minute, almost 2 full minutes faster Castle Age time for Vivi, and he's gonna go for War Galley. He's going to get fire ships. And if he goes for a castle eventually, although he's not taking any stone whatsoever right now, if he goes for the castle and Thalassocracy, he's going to be able to start harbor rushing. Going for a harbor here would pretty much render both of these docks moot. There you go, the ever-working villager. Yeah, I'm really sure about this. We are already in Castle Age. Vivi's already in Castle Age. He's got the galleys over there. Those are gonna become war galleys. We have the demolition raft about to become a demolition ship. But he's going to get sniped. And there we go. War galleys now. He's gonna have to make use of the TC to defend over here. Yeah, it's gonna have to go back. Let's take a look over here. That is 5 fire ships, 3 war galleys. The war galleys are going to tank the demo rafts for sure. Villager count at this point, only 3 higher for Vivi. That is kind of surprising. He is going for a second TC though. Over here. But he seems to be pushing now for military advantage. But he cannot do this. He cannot keep taking damage, free damage from the TC. Well, he's gonna be raiding though. Oh man, but this is sloppy. That is very sloppy. He's going to lose the war galley over there, and Dogao is with a fantastic army control over here. Vivi is kind of throwing his advantage a little bit. He has 3 extra navy units, but he is not grouped. Over there, there's a great shot. He is not grouped. He has not grouped his army together, so he's not gonna be able to bank on the numbers advantage if all of the units are scattered all over the map. Oh, Squan, thank you for the nice words, for the encouragement as well. It really means a lot. Trying to do my best. But the situation is looking quite grim for Dogao. Tell me that they don't play Black Forest. They do, but they already played, and it was a real quick game. If you want to take a look at the VOD, you're probably gonna have fun watching it because it was a very entertaining game. It's super fast as well. Completely unlike yesterday's Black Forest. But yeah, once again, Vivi with the military advantage. Taking a look at the HP pool for both players, looking a little bit better for Vivi at this point. He was able to get rid of 1 dock. There's still 1 dock over here working for Dogao. He's got another one over here. And the dock count, I think it's 3 at this point for Dogao, going for the 4th one. Vivi is going to choose not to engage just yet, and he is on 1, 2 docks, 3 docks over here. Not gonna go for the 4th one, but I don't think this one is producing. Yeah, it's producing military units, but it's so far away. I would rather have Vivi go for another dock over here potentially. He could even go for a TC over here, although he doesn't have the stone at this point. But that is a good location for a TC. Gold and stone axes. Ballistics coming up for Vivi. We don't have ballistics for Dogao yet, so that is going to be a huge advantage. And take a look at the military numbers. That is a crap ton of war galleys. Only 2 fire ships over there for Vivi, and ballistics about to hit. But the demos are getting sniped. Once again, numbers are looking significantly better for Vivi, who is about to finish researching ballistics. Ballistics is going to make it a lot easier for him to take a good trade over there. But let's see, he's gonna choose not to engage so far. Military numbers are looking quite even now after the demo shots over there. We have 14, actually 13 navy units for Vivi. We have 13 for Dogao. Another dock coming up over there. And let's see. Yeah, numbers are looking very solid for Vivi, but it's not that doable for Dogao. HP pool is better for blue, that is true. We're gonna zoom out a little bit so we can group all the navy. But let's see, that dock is going down. Unfortunate. Not really sure what to think about this. Vivi's advantage is getting significantly less impactful as time goes on. He's 9 villagers ahead, which is nice, of course, that is going to be 90 extra villagers, 90 extra resources each 30 seconds, which is not bad. But the longer the game goes on, and because of 15% cheaper ships for the Italian player, the harder it's going to be for Vivi to keep up. I think like he's hesitating too much over here. He's gonna try to take an engagement now. We have ballistics for both players, Balkan arrow for both players, and taking a look at the HP pool, it's looking quite even, but we have a couple extra units for Vivi. And it seems like he might be able to take a good trade over here. Let's take a look over there. Alright, things are looking quite... Wait, what? That is completely unexpected, actually. I think Vivi, I think Dogao underestimated his own position. I think he overestimated the advantage that Vivi had over here. Score lead is there for blue for sure. But take a look at the HP pool. Numbers are the same, and HP pool at this point is actually higher for Dogao. I don't think it was over. Although he wasn't 1 TC though, he might have... Well, game sense is very good for these players, right? So he might have thought that Vivi was probably on more TCs and he was getting ahead economically, which is actually right. But I'm not really sure. I think Dogao was probably not in such a bad position as he thought he was. But guys, that is the first best of 5 series in this... Yeah, in today's stream. We are going to have the second best of 5 in around 40 minutes. Little Core is going to be casting that. So, yeah, give me a moment. We are going to take a look at the achievements real quick. And then we are going to call it for today. For the giveaway, if we don't have enough people, if we don't have more than 10 entries, we are probably gonna pass that on to Lead the Core. But give me a moment. We're gonna take a look at the achievements first. So military stats 39 to 37. So Vivi for sure on the lead over there, but quite even for both players. Food collection better for blue, wood collection better for red, gold collection better for blue as well. And there we go, technology stats, faster uptimes, not surprising for a Malay player. And there we go, very solid lead overall.